You didn't stumble upon this video by chance. The whispers of the Book of Shadows, a forbidden tome even in legend, have reached you, felt as a gnawing curiosity in your gut. It's a lineage stretching back to the dawn of humanity, to the primal fertility cults that whispered under the moon, their rituals deeply entwined with the very cycles of life and death. Those ancient practices weren't just about sowing seeds, they were about channeling unseen energies, tapping into a cosmic dance that shaped destinies. From those fertile earth rituals, the path leads to the dizzying heights of Babylonian star magic, where celestial patterns were translated into earthly power. Imagine astrologers poring over obsidian tablets, charting the movements of distant suns, believing they held the keys to dominion over nations. And then there's Morrigan, the phantom queen of Celtic myth, her ancient rituals shrouded in blood and prophecy, her influence seeping through the veil of time like a persistent shadow. These aren't quaint historical footnotes. Decrypted sigils and hidden lunar alignments reveal a startling continuity, a dark thread woven through the fabric of what we now call worship, even in our most modern churches. You might find yourself performing these same ancestral rites, unknowingly feeding powers far older and stranger than you can comprehend, simply by living your daily life. This connection to ancient rites is just the beginning. In the next section, we'll delve into the forbidden index of ritual frequencies, revealing how these ancient powers operate on a wavelength that still influences our world. And real quick, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell for more videos. Now let's keep going. The Book of Shadows isn't a dusty relic, it's a living index, a cosmic catalog of operational frequencies. Imagine a conductor's score, but instead of music, it details the resonant tones that govern reality. These frequencies, when activated, don't just produce sound. They create tangible effects, shaping events, influencing minds, and even altering perception. This forbidden index speaks of specific vibrations, geometric patterns that act as keys to unlock dormant energies. The ancients understood that the universe hums with these frequencies, and that by learning to resonate with them, they could tap into forces that seemed supernatural. This understanding was a closely guarded secret, passed down through initiates who grasped its immense power and terrifying implications. The true nature of these frequencies isn't just abstract, it's deeply practical, woven into the very fabric of existence. They are the unseen currents that can either lift us or bind us, offering paths to genuine understanding or ensnaring us in cyclical illusions. Many of the rituals catalogued within this forbidden index were designed not for enlightenment, but for control, a complex system of energetic manipulation that has persisted through millennia, hiding in plain sight. But what happens when we begin to recognize these frequencies in our everyday lives, when the mundane becomes imbued with the echoes of these ancient codes? This journey into the Book of Shadows is showing us that our world hums with a hidden language, and in the next section, we'll explore how the roots of our everyday morning rituals are actually ancient fertility cult practices. Your morning routine, that seemingly innocent sequence of waking, stretching, and perhaps grabbing a coffee, is far more than just a personal habit. It's a direct echo of ancient fertility cults, a ritual that subtly reenacts primal acts of creation and renewal. Think of the earliest agricultural societies, their lives dictated by the sun and seasons, their survival dependent on the earth's bounty. Their rituals were designed to coax life from the soil, to ensure the continuation of their lineage, and these acts were steeped in symbolism that connected the physical to the divine. The act of waking itself, emerging from the dark of night into the light of day, mirrors the awakening of nature after winter's slumber. The cleansing rituals, whether a shower or a splash of water on the face, echo purification rites meant to prepare for sacred undertakings. Even the preparation of food, the breaking of bread or the brewing of a beverage, can be seen as a symbolic offering, a repetition of the sacred act of sustenance that sustains all life. These aren't conscious choices. They're deeply embedded ancestral patterns carried within our very being. We are, in essence, performing these ancient rites without even knowing they exist, perpetuating a cycle that began millennia ago. The question is, what unseen forces are we appeasing with this daily reenactment, and how does this connect to the very way we measure our days? In the next section, we'll uncover the hidden lunar calendars woven into modern timekeeping. The clocks on our walls, the calendars we consult, the very way we structure our days and weeks, they aren't as neutral as they seem. Beneath the surface of modern timekeeping lies a profound influence, a hidden lunar calendar that has been meticulously, perhaps deliberately, woven into our systems. For ancient civilizations, the moon was not just a celestial body, it was a divine force, a powerful menstruating goddess whose cycles dictated everything from the planting of crops to the tides of human emotion and fertility. Their calendars were deeply attuned to these lunar rhythms, marking not just days, but phases, waxing and waning like the moon itself. This connection to lunar phases was crucial for survival and spiritual understanding. It dictated when to plant, when to harvest, and when to engage in rituals meant to honor the earth and sky. While we've adopted a solar calendar, the underlying structure, the very rhythm of our months and weeks, still carries the imprint of these ancient lunar observatories. The 7-day week, for instance, has roots in Babylonian astronomy, which tied each day to one of the 7 classical celestial bodies, with the moon holding a significant place. This embedded lunar influence isn't accidental. It's a subtle but constant reminder of the cosmic forces that govern us, influencing our moods, our biorhythms, and our very perception of time. Why go to such lengths to embed these lunar echoes? It's about more than just tracking days. It's about maintaining a connection to an ancient power structure. In the next section, we'll explore how the seals of the Morrigan, an ancient goddess of fate and war, are still binding us in ways we don't realize. The Morrigan, often depicted as a trio of battle goddesses, is not merely a figure of ancient myth. Her presence, her influence, her very essence manifests as a subtle but potent force that continues to bind us. These aren't physical chains, but energetic seals imprinted upon our collective consciousness and individual destinies by rituals performed by our ancestors and echoed in our modern lives. The Morrigan represents a specific aspect of the divine feminine, one tied to transformation, sovereignty, and yes, destruction. Her seals don't necessarily mean doom, but they represent a pact, an acknowledgement of her power over certain aspects of existence, particularly fate, destiny, and the shedding of the old. These seals manifest as cycles of endings and beginnings ingrained in human experience. The dramatic shifts in fortune, the inescapable pull of fated encounters, the sense that certain patterns are destined to repeat, regardless of our efforts. We see her influence in the archetypes of the warrior, the queen, and even the hag, all aspects that speak of power, dominion, and the necessary ferocity of life. When we feel trapped by circumstances, when our choices seem to lead us in circles, or when we experience abrupt, transformative challenges, it is the lingering echo of the Morrigan's pact. These are not forces to be feared, but understood. They are spiritual contracts, energetic imprints that shape our journey through the labyrinth of life. But how do these ancient, seemingly external seals connect to something as internal as our own feelings? In the next section, we'll decode the cosmic code hidden within our emotions. Our emotions, those vibrant, often overwhelming currents that surge through us, are far more than mere biological responses. They are sophisticated, intricate codes, a cosmic language that speaks directly to the universe and, more significantly, allows the universe to speak back to us. The ancients understood this profoundly. They recognized that joy, sorrow, anger, and love were not just fleeting feelings, but energetic signatures, frequencies that resonated with specific cosmic forces and archetypal energies. Your deepest fears, your most fervent desires, even your quietest moments of peace, they are all broadcasting signals, weaving you into a vast tapestry of interconnected consciousness. This emotional code acts as a powerful attractant or repellent. When you feel a surge of anger, you're broadcasting a particular frequency. When you experience profound gratitude, another. These aren't random. They align with specific energetic realms and have the power to draw similar energies towards you or to push them away. The more intensely you feel, the stronger the signal you're sending out. This is why synchronistic events, those uncanny coincidences that seem too perfect to be random, often occur when our emotions are at their peak. It's the universe responding to the specific code you've transmitted. But this emotional transmission isn't just a one-way street. What if those broadcasts are being received, interpreted, and even manipulated by ancient powers using structures we encounter every day? In the next section, we'll uncover how Babylonian star magic has been inscribed within church architecture.